Hello, fellow horror geeks. So, 100 Days of Horror and Short Days, in which we look at 100 horror films we haven't seen in the course of the 100 days leading up to Halloween, and also putting us a short takes video, which, in case we go through a movie in just 5 minutes or less, is what I'm aiming at. Hopefully, I don't go too much over with that. This is slightly less professional than I like to do it, even though not professional at all. I'm doing this YouTube live because I'm having issues with my external, as I've noted in the last couple of videos, and one of my lights is out, so everything's a little off, a little spooky, perchance. But welcome to the cityofgeek.com. This is our YouTube channel, but we also have written reviews and everything else on cityofgeek.com, and subscribe to us on iTunes for our podcast. I said I'm doing this live, so hopefully I don't make too much mistakes, and please put up with that. And hopefully a couple of days I'll be back to the regular edited reviews with clips and photos and all of that jazz. But thank you for putting up as we've gone through this. It's day 14. It's currently day 20 when I'm recording this. I'm a little behind, but we are 1 minute in, so now I'm actually going to start the real review. And today we're looking at DeadTectives, a 2019 horror comedy written and directed by Tony West. And this is first theatrical feature. He's had a couple shorts for this, none of which I've seen, so it's pretty much a fresh director. So this is a horror comedy about a bunch of dead detectives. They run a Zach Bagans paranormal Ghost Adventures type haunting show, which you go into the location, try and solve the haunting and move on. But it's completely faked. Everything is set up in this case, and you can probably guess what happens here. They go into a real haunted house, and bad things happen to them. As a paranormal investigator with aghost.org, and a tour guide for spooked incidents I care about, and we have yet to see a show that actually, a representation of a show that really treats that in a way. You see the evidence of this looking like some of the more fakey shows. Sorry, Zach Bagans, but your show is crap. I don't know if you actually watch this, but you're not. So I wonder how these guys went on for 5 seasons. This show looks awful. I cannot believe it'd be watched by anyone. I mean, we'd probably be tearing it apart at our meetings. But this is not the point. As a movie, this takes about 40 minutes before it really gets going. The first 40 minutes when we set up the character, set up that the fact that they're fake ghost hunters is really awful. It's not funny. These are supposed to be douchebags, but it makes it so hard to watch them be douchebags, as they're meant to be funny, but it's more of like, oh god, you guys are awful and I hate you. So they go to the haunted house in Mexico for the last ditch effort to save their show. They come across some evil spirit, and then a thing happens. I guess I'm going to spoil the thing that happens just so I can talk about it. One of them dies. One of them dies and becomes a ghost. So now he has to interact with them because he missed the light. So now he has the ability to interact with things, and that's when it gets funny. Like, it takes 40 minutes for things to work, but after that last 40 minutes, for the next hour, it's really, looks like I'm losing connection. So what? And maybe I'm back. I lost connection for seconds. I don't know how this is going to show up on the feed, so I'm going to step back a second. So we do get a lot of clever uses of this situation, of them interacting across the divide, which sets up really, it almost becomes a sitcom with a killer ghost attached to it, and it makes the movie really funny. It's decently gory. It's not too bad. It's kind of it's bloody enough to make horror geeks happy, but not too bloody to turn off people who don't like gore. There's minimal blood. There's like a couple of viscera, but it's not too much. But yeah, if you make it through the first 40 minutes, you can get through the rest of the movie just fine. Just know that it starts bad. Some of my friends who have seen it, they said they liked the first half, thought it was pretty cute, but everyone does agree that it gets better in the back half. So put up with the crap at the beginning for the horror comedy. It's not a horror comedy, to quote Brian Gorham. And then the back half is, Raimi-esque. It's funny. It's goofy. It does really clever things. I'm not going to ruin any of the jokes are outside of the original setup of the dead working with the living in this case. So you can think kind of Frighteners-esque in that way. Also with the same premise is Malevolence, which saw last year and I hated. And then there was something else I was thinking before I sat down to record of like, oh, this also falls into this presence of, I can't remember what it is now. Maybe I'll put it in the comments. If you know what it is, put it down there. So thank you for watching the say I recommend this movie with the asterisk that the first 40 minutes sucks. I hate using sucks as a general term, but it's not a good 40 minutes. But then the back half's excellent. I said that a zillion times already, and I would cut that out if I was not doing this live. So check out 100 Days of Horror. Go to cityofgeek.com and see what everyone else is working on, because it's not just me. There's about a dozen of us going through. Join us. Talk about what you're watching. I'll put it on the website. Post your reviews at the Facebook group. It's linked on the page. So go down, follow the City Geek link down there. Go to the Facebook and go from there. Like, comment, subscribe. See everything else we work on right now. It's a lot of 100 Days of Horror. But I'm getting through this backlog, and I'm going to do a bunch of non-100 Days of Horror here in a couple of days, including much needed once time I'm in Hollywood. But we're at 6 minutes now, so we're really running over. But thank you for watching. See you next time. I'm about to do another review right after this, so everything will be set up the same. And we'll join us on 100 Days of Horror. Thanks. And the weirdness, we have to end the stream.